Yo, what's going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Truck Championship mode here at Kansas for the Digital Ally 250. We are qualifying P5. Honestly, this is a really good race for us. A really good track. I love this track so much. This is the setup that we were running. It's a bit of an offshoot. Basically, this is like a setup 6 with a couple tweaks, like front weight and wedge and all that. That's different. Over here we have a change in the left and right track bar, and of course the brake bias. So yeah, hopefully we can actually have a good run. We can definitely bump up the grill take, but we're not going to worry about that at the current moment. So yeah, P5, of course we're racing as our boy Matt Crafton, and without further ado, let's just get straight into this thing. Kansas, if you may or may not know, literally you want to run the top. So here we are in P5, meaning run the bottom. I wish that we could actually like have like the choose cone. I know that's not a thing for like the initial starts, but like for like every restart after, have like a choose cone put into play, because that would automatically allow us to run the top here, because like you could get so much of a run here by just running that top, and I mean, because you're gonna see me rip it right now, like not so much like the wall, but so much as just running the top groove, because like this game, oh my god, it is so good. I love Kansas. I just wish that Kansas itself wasn't just a one groove track, like, because you get so tight on the bottom. And of course we have Johnny Sarr just he's just like, thank you, I'll take that. But by doing so, hey, that actually gives us the top, so let's go. Ty Gillen did not have a good start, and of course Riley Earps even had a worse start, so hey, everything is all right. But yeah, we're gonna, oh, look at this run right here. That's what, see, that's what I'm talking about. Anyone that says that you don't run the wall at Kansas is wrong.
Stand against the wall, stay high.
Looks like Johnny Sauter kind of saw that as well, and just like, you know what, I can do that too. So he's actually meeting us up here. But yeah, how is everyone? Ooh, what a... I did not want to go in the middle. Kind of back off of that. I did not want to go in the middle here, because that is just asking me to lose spots right there. You just kind of have to follow Johnny for right now, and let's see what we can do. What's up, Rat Boy Jr.? How are you doing today? What do you think? Why do you think that Truex will win at Richmond? Just knowing his stats there, honestly. Truex is actually really good at Richmond. I know he it took a while for him to win at a short track, but Truex is so good at Richmond. So I think not only that, but he does have momentum from last race, so he will come through, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, I guess we're gonna see what we can do here. Watch this, chat. We're gonna pull the ultimate slide. Okay, that didn't work at all. Man, of course Stuart Friesen got off the top as well, so I could have been right there.
Still there.
What's up, NRRN? How are you doing today?
Got one outside.
Okay, you just get way too tight on the bottom.
Stay low.
Yeah, how are you both doing today, you guys? So by the sound of it, Rat Boy, you don't agree that Truex is going to win Richmond. Who do you have winning that race? Oh my god, if I could talk to that, that'd be perfect. Who's your money on?
Hard from the outside. Outside.
Which, by the way, so the newest development is that Auto Club is going to reconfigure its track. Essentially, it's going to turn itself into a half-mile high bank short track. Why? Like, I saw the blueprints on what it's essentially going to look like, and I don't know what to think. I don't like it, honestly. I wish Auto Club would stay the same, because what gave its charm was literally the high banks and ripping the top. You know, having the worn out surface was literally what was setting the the track away from everyone else, like apart from like the other 2 miler tracks as well as the mile and a halves. But like, why does it want to reconfigure itself into a half-mile, like little high bank short track? I mean, like, I don't know if it's trying to become like another Bristol or what, but like, okay, if these guys could like stop doing that, that'd be great. My internet keeps crashing, but I think it's better. Dang, that's not good. Sounds like you have my kind of internet then. Internet where it just keeps crashing, and except it doesn't get better. Good. Red Boy says, good, I'd like to see another SHR drive. Who specifically, though? Is it just someone from SHR? Because let's be honest, Kevin Harvick lucked into his win at Darlington. Yes, he was in the right place at the right time, but if Truex and Chase did not crash, he was not winning that race. But that's racing sometimes. Of course it was Kevin Harvick too. It wasn't like Eric Almirola. It was Kevin Harvick getting his 8th win of the season. Like, get out of here. Kevin Harvick, why are you so good this season? Either Harvick or Eric? Oh man, I'll tell you what. Like, I know Clint Boyer's actually been like relatively decent at Richmond. In terms of like not so much raw pace, but just being there at the end. I wouldn't count Boyer out, honestly. I don't know about Cole Custer, obviously with him being a rookie. He's kind of a bit of a dark horse. NRN saying, I just have been one of those days that hasn't been good overall. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully we can fix that. Because I have a range of topics I want to talk about today. So yeah, there's always something to talk about here at a private patent stream, as we see Ross Chastain just kind of holding on from Todd Gilliland. Now is the point, like 10 laps in, where tires start evening out. The top is nowhere near as good. So right now we're just kind of just hanging on. We have Stuart Friesen up here right in front of us. He's running the bottom. We have Johnny Sauter and Grant Enfinger right behind us. Well, he's fighting with Zane Smith, soon to be right behind us. But yeah, so what do you guys think about Auto Club trying to reconfigure itself? Do you guys have an opinion on that? Because I'll tell you what, I miss when Auto Club was a night race, and I don't know the full details about why they stopped doing that, but I would love to see another night race come back. Like, maybe it's in terms of like ticket performances, it can't warrant itself to be a night race, but I would love for it to go back under the lights. To me, that was when Auto Club was at its peak, was when it was able to do that. Oh, okay, Johnny. But yeah, like, it wants to be a high bank half mile. Like, think of it like Bristol, except even bigger banks. As long as it's not like Martinsville, it's fine. So as long as it's not flat in a paperclip. I mean, it's gonna be like I said, the best way I can put it is essentially like another Bristol. Should have just built a new track on top of the country. Well, honestly, oh man, I wish. Kind of run the it's Martinsville with Bristol turns. Well, I mean, it just sounds like Martinsville 2.0 then, to me. Which it doesn't make a whole lot of sense then. Like, I'm open to the idea, but like, I don't see why. Like, unless you're trying to garner yourself to a market that has already known itself for, you know, the huge amount of speed that the high banks of the 2-miler can provide. I don't see the need for them to even build a short track, but obviously it's in terms of ticket sales. Like, obviously they seem to have they're trying to garner themselves to that audience. But the thing is, I have a buddy that is in with KBM. And he says that, you know, there's literally a track just like right down the street. There's no need for them to rebuild a track. They're essentially they're wasting money, is what I'm hearing, as well as they're taking away potential ticket sales from the other short track that's just right down the street. San Bernardino County, I should say, has a bunch of tracks in that area. But like I said, I'm down to the idea because with them starting construction in 2021, so like after the race there, obviously it's going to be ready by 2022. I'm open to the idea. I just don't see the need. I don't get why they didn't change one of the boring mile, and that's another point I wanted to bring up. It's like why them? Like they were one of the 2 D-shaped ovals that wasn't a super speedway. I mean, it was them and Michigan. Now Michigan's the only one in that market. Like literally, we have a conundrum here. Like I wanted to think that, like, because that was an argument as well. Like I'm in a bunch of like league chats, guys, and they were saying like oh man, like Texas needed to change. Texas has already been in the hole. They reconfigured themselves like 5 different times. Like I'm not even kidding. From when the track originally opened to now, they reconfigured probably at least 5 different times. So we have Texas. That is probably my best one. Chicagoland's already being sold off. Chicagoland's basically no longer a track. And with Nashville being put back on the schedule, that's another 1.5 miles, which is, yes, it's a D shape, but it's still a 1.5 miles. Or actually, no, Nashville's 2 miles. So I guess they're replacing it. So my bad. Auto Club was just like, oh no, we don't want to deal with Nashville, so we're kind of going on that. Yeah, exactly. Great minds think alike. You know, we were both on the same wavelength there. Yeah, Vegas is not boring. My favorite NASCAR track, in terms of watching them race here at Bristol, that's my favorite all-time track. For me to race like in the games, oh, I love Kansas. Kansas, oh, just being able to rip the top right here. I love any track that you can just rip the top, and it's actually good. So like this Homestead is pretty dang good. The tracks that require the most skill in order to drive, I really like. So we have Martinsville. So like when the lobby isn't like, just wrecking itself into turn 1. I love racing Martinsville, Phoenix, New Hampshire. New Hampshire can just not exist anymore. I don't like that track. I thought it was a 1.5 miles. No, it's a 2 miler. At least so I thought. Feel free to fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure it's a 1.5 miles. Or sorry, I'm pretty sure it's a 2 miler. My bad. That's what I mean. And not a 1.5 miles is what I meant to say. I live in Vegas, so that's my favorite track. Oh, I mean, like, I love watching Vegas as well. Like, Vegas is actually like a good 1.5 miles. Like, honestly, but like, that can be said. That's why I said like watching and racing is 2 different things, because the racing at Kansas can be good, but it also can be really bad. It can also be like a game of follow the leader. So like, you gotta take the good with the bad. I live in Vegas, so that's my favorite track. Is also and also to race on this game. Yeah, Vegas is really good. Like, for some reason, like, one thing I hate is how in this game, it's only on Vegas, by the way, but the pits are glitched out. Like, I have no idea why it's a thing, but if you try to get on pit road, the pits are not there for like the first 30 stalls, and then all of a sudden you have like the last stalls, like the last 10 stalls are full and regular. Because if you recall, like when the game came out, if you went on pit road at Vegas, God, I can't talk today. You were looking like you were going into hyperspeed. Like, it was insane. But so they finally patched it, but now their way of patching it was, we'll just get rid of the first like 30 pit stalls, and then just put in the last 10. You know, fuck it. Atlanta's overdue for some change. It's been terrible lately. Atlanta is changing, or at least they're changing the venue around the track itself, not changing the track itself. I mean, I honestly wish, like, Atlanta itself would go back to being a night track, like, because they have lights. Atlanta has lights. They can put on a good show. Hell, look at Atlanta in 2014 and 2015 when they were ran under the lights, or 2013, my bad, 2013 and 14. That was some good racing. Everyone remembers Atlanta in 2014 because of what happened with Gordon and Keselowski. So yeah, they can put on a show. And again, I don't know the full politics and details about why they aren't doing nighttime races anymore. So like Auto Club, like all the ones that did have nighttime races, like Texas, we have Atlanta, well, Homestead obviously does it, but Chicagoland, Auto Club, which hopefully, well, actually most likely not. Auto Club most likely after the reconfiguration will be a daytime track, with it being a short track, which sucks. Honestly, like, oh my god, stop. Like, I hate when they do Richmond during the day. Like that, like, get out of here.
Still there.
What's up, Mike Harmon? The absolute unit, Mike Harmon. Take me out to Applebee's. I'll see you at Applebee's, Michael and Annette. That's Mike Harmon. God, chat, we're already almost due for our first stop. Here in about another 15 laps. Honestly, Kansas is one of those tracks that you can actually gain a lot of time from undercutting. You can also lose a lot of time in the long run. Oh, every time I start talking about, oh yeah, we should probably be doing this for pit stops, a caution comes out. Every single time. It's a curse. It's a curse, I swear. So, we're gonna just bump this up. We're gonna take a half pound out, raise that up one, and we'll be good. Who gets the lucky dog? I don't think Todd Gillen got too much. Of course, Natalie Decker's out. Nice. Natalie Decker was the reason for that caution, so race is official. Clay Greenfield gets back in the lead lap, so good job to them. But yeah, I swear, every time I have a gift. Oh, thank God we're starting on the top. Of every time that happens, a caution coming out, and we got a caution. Yeah, race is official. Natalie Decker is out of this race. Gives Stuart Friesen a little shove.
Still there.
Oh man, you can see what happened too. Just when dead on going into 1 and 2 there. Why is Tyler Hill up here? He's slow as shit.
Careful, still there.
Got a good run. We're gonna just run the top. We're gonna run the Johnny Sauter line. He knows what's going on.
Careful, still there.
There we go.
Clear all around.
So yeah. So chat, question for y'all, and this is just a random question. What is your most... I don't know if you can hear that, but like that howling is my cat, which I still need to do a cat reveal. but he's playing with something. He's wound up right now. Like I said, I don't know if you can hear him, but he's like kind of running around the halls right outside my door. I don't know why I looked right there. There's nothing there. What's up, wall?
All clear, all clear. No pressure from behind. Left side.
Did you watch the ARCA race? Which one? Because if there was one on today, unfortunately I did not. Ooh, granite finger was that door closed real fast. Because I was at work all day. I got off like 2 hours ago. I went on to practice with my team for a league race that's tomorrow. And after that was done, I am streaming this. So unfortunately I have not. The one on Sunday? Oh, you're talking about the one with... Okay. I think I know where you're going with this. In terms of Haley Deegan. The Haley Deegan wreck? Okay, wall check. It's there.
AI up here. Still there. Excellent lap. Good job.
But yeah, so the question I was asking, this is just a totally random question.
AI up here.
But, what is, like, in terms of, like, TV shows or books or whatever, what is your most hated, stereotype? Stereotype, like, TV trope,
High lane clear.
like, that you can actually think of. So, like, what I mean by that is, like, your, TV trope, like, if you're watching, like, a romance movie, oh, you know,
Careful. Still
they
there.
think that they're going to get together, but then they go with other people just to realize that before they get on the airport or the person gets on an airplane to travel, they realize that they actually love each other, and then they meet back and they hug and kiss, and that's the end of the movie. For me, my TV trope is like all in the movies where the kid's the main character. He stands up to the villain or the monster. He's like, I'm not afraid of you anymore. He's like, I'm not scared of you. I'm not afraid of you anymore. To me, that's my most hated one because it's so dumb.
Still there. All clear.
Like, it was like that in, I don't know if you guys have actually seen the movie. It was like that in Home Alone. There was one for James and the Giant Peach. But the kid is like just straight up just like, I'm not afraid of you, to like this giant grotesque monsters. I'm just like, dude, what would happen like if like that, like, if like the anti-trope where the kid just like, after just saying that I'm not afraid of you, it just like literally just like up and dies. Like what would happen? Like, because I'm sure that there is like a movie out there where that literally throws that trope on its head and just throws like that Hail Mary like wrench in the entire equation. Yeah, so yeah, that's my question. Like, what's your most hated TV or movie trope? Heroes always win. Let the villains win to teach kids you can't always win. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Because, you know, like, villains, I was like, oh, like, I'm sure you guys have heard the phrase, like, oh, cheaters never win, or, cheater, pumpkin eater, stuff like that, you know, like, but, like, just be like, I want there to be a movie where literally, like, I guess you can say, like, The Boys, like, you know, the one from Amazon, is kind of like one of those where literally every hero is the villain. Like, they're all just, like, horrible people. But I would have to say that, like, if there was just a movie where the villain, because I'm sure there is, like, a movie or a game where the villain actually does win, and just be like, hey, you know, like, and that was actually a thing that I was thinking about, just as, like, a brain exercise one day. That, like, what would a game look like where you're actually playing as the villain? Like, has there ever been a game like that where, like, you're not, like, the hero of the story, you know? You are actually playing as the villain. And I would probably have to say, like, the closest I probably got was, okay, so, like, let me set the scene. like you're in a deep dark lab. You can't remember anything because, of course, you know, like the spoiler here is that, you know, you're playing as a villain. Of course, you can't just know you're playing as the villain the entire time. You're in this deep dark lab. You know, like so like, think of like a dungeon area, and like everything's black. Then all of a sudden, door opens, and there is a person. Male, female, doesn't matter. Just saying, all right, time to get you out of here. You know, it's finally time for a rescue. So essentially, the goal of the game is to go from the bottom of this dungeon or lab area to the top, and you fight monsters along the way. But since you're the villain, you actually created the monsters, and because essentially what I was picturing is that the villain was going for immortality, so he was experimenting on all these people. He was experimenting on all these people, and essentially creating monsters because he's trying to find the key to immortality. So like mutations, body modifications, you know, you name it. So that is the setting of the game. And the final boss is actually the quote-unquote hero of the story, that every time that his goal in life is to stop you from leaving the castle. And the point of the game is that you can't beat it. Like this hero is supposed to be nigh unstoppable, like literally like infinite health, infinite regeneration, like stuff like that. So you're not supposed to beat him. And every time, so like when you eventually die to this guy, it's gonna be programmed in the game that you are supposed to die to him, you get reset and the game just restarts. And that's supposedly the idea of the game, is that, you know, yes, it's a twist on you know, villains never win, but it's showing the perspective from the villain, you know, and that's kind of what I was thinking about as a brain exercise. And I'm saying all Mario type games where you play as Bowser. Dude, that would be sick. I'd pay for that. I'd play the shit out of that. What are you talking about? Take the apron here. That's what I think about that. Cut out some of that budget that I just took from that apron. The apron's the budget. Be like, hey, you know what? I'm buying that game. But yeah, like, and that's honestly, because like this is just everything that I was just thinking about while I was at work today. I'm just like, you know, man, like these TV tropes really suck. Because like, there is a show that I used to watch as a kid. It's not so much like old per se. It was back in 2011. The show was called Heart of Dixie. I'm actually rewatching it right now, and essentially like every episode is so predictable. You know, like you can imagine like everything in there. Like all the TV tropes are in there. You know, you have there is the one episode where it's like, oh man, there's like heat wave. You know, you gotta let loose and do whatever you want. And of course, you know, like that is the TV trope of that is well, right before, you know, the main lead goes and hooks up with this guy, you know, that she's been wanting to for a while. It starts raining, so it's like it's metaphorically saying, hey, cool off, you know, just like, hey, chill. But the TV trope is that it's like, oh, before it actually happens, something gets in the way, you know, and I'm just like, God, you know, that was gonna happen. There was another one where the main lead is just like, hey, it's like, because she's a doctor, telling the assistant, got really loose there, and like, hey, you're gonna be expecting a call from my dad because I haven't heard from him in a while. I'm just like, okay, so dad's just not gonna call. And look at that, dad never called, because he doesn't want any part of her life because he's quote unquote too busy. You know, it's stuff like that, and I'm just like, you know, like Man, these TV tropes suck. I wish that there was, like, a show that kind of, like, purposely makes fun of the different TV tropes. Hit the wall there for, like, no good reason. Like, you even see it in games as well, honestly.
Stay right, please.
But yeah, the inner machinations of my mind are an enigma. Do I watch The Office? Yes. Well, I did once. I'm not going to call myself an Office fanatic. You know, like I'm not like the 14-year-old girl who thinks that just because I watch The Office meaning I have a personality. You know. My personality is not The Office. I don't eat, sleep, and breathe The Office. I've seen every episode exactly once. But yes, I have seen The Office. Yes, that was a very long way of saying, yes, I have seen the show. God, I don't know what happened. I just, like, lost, like, 3 spots in the span of, like, 3 laps.
Still there.
I have the short run, so here's the thing. I'm slower than the top 4, but I'm faster than everyone else. You should do more wall checks. Oh, hang on. I'll give you a wall check right after this. Just for requesting it. Hang on. Oh wow, that was legitimately me just running the wall right there. You couldn't have done that any better. Hang on. Kind of enter lower, then kind of drift on up. But then coming off a 2. Wall check. Yes, by the way, that was on purpose. That was 100% avoidable. But yeah, what about The Office? Why was there an episode that I missed that like literally makes fun of TV tropes? Because I know the ones that like there is a show that like it not so much makes fun of or like is the antithesis to TV tropes, but like more makes fun of it. I mean it's South Park. But like South Park and like, basically like Simpsons kind of do it and Family Guy kind of does it, but like South Park is like the one show that I've seen like legitimately like address like the TV tropes about it and like purposely make jokes about it. I think they did a good job of being different and from all shows. Okay, I get you. I mean, honestly, I personally liked Parks and Rec more than The Office. Okay, Mike Carmen, thanks for giving me room. I don't know why. Like, I think maybe like after a while, like Dwight's personality. I think it was Dwight specifically, and like that, and like Michael, like before he left, kind of just got dull. You know, I'm just like, okay. I mean. Yes, I know that like they had different character arcs, but like I think after a while it was just like okay, it's just the same. It's the same thing, different episode, you know. But like Parks and Rec was different, and because I think it's because they had like a quote unquote bigger cast, but they also were like more out there in terms of like their comedy. But again, that's just a personal thing. It's kind of like saying how Futurama is better than The Simpsons, which I personally believe, you know, because they're made by the same person, but their take on comedy is, I think, better than what The Simpsons did. You haven't watched Parks and Rec? Oh, I highly recommend it. Obviously, it's done, but yeah, Parks and Rec is really good. Alright, here's Jason White going 2 down. Are we gonna, okay. It was at this point, last run, where a caution came out. Is another caution going to come out right now? This lap. Come on, you might as well make it consistent.
Careful, still there. Track's all yours, bud. You're clear.
Okay. It's not. It'll be like, watch, we'll get a caution like right before we
Right
hit
lane
it.
clear. Clear low.
Just got warning my phone that my battery's overheating, so BRB, gonna put in the fridge. Ugh, that's not good. How hot is your room? Dang. Yo, J. Perrigan, how are you doing today? Or J, what? GP, oh my god. Your Auto Club is gonna get good now. Oh yeah, we were just talking about it. Like, honestly, like, I personally didn't see the need for it, but like, hey, if they feel like, that they need the ticket sales in order to in order to become a short track, I mean, hey, you know what? More power to them. But how are you doing today, man? Angela Rock, of course, being one of the lucky few that are actually 1 lap down. Nice. Doing good so far. Keep it up, Angela. Doing great.
Nobody out back.
Now drift back up. There we go. Now we're on lap 69. Nice. So you think it's going to get good now, GP? Because honestly, like, we were talking about it, I'm just like, you know, I'm surprised that they didn't try to have Auto Club as another night race. You know, like, you know, try that again. I mean, obviously I felt like the racing was good, but I don't know if it's like the politics behind it saying that, hey, you know, you can't actually have another night race, or if it's like a thing with the tracks only. I have no idea. But like, I wish that they would have tried to run a night race before just, yeah, we're just gonna just say screw this track and we're just gonna build another one, you know, fuck it. I think that's that was a bit of a jump in logic, but you know what? Whatever the Auto Club executives have in store, you know. You know, the Ferrari master plan? Well, this is the Auto Club master plan. I think it was their goal from the get-go. He's like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna build up a fan base. We're gonna build up this track identity. And here in 2022, or 2021, 2022, like right around that area, we're just gonna be like, yeah, we're just gonna demolish it all. We're gonna build a short track, all according to plan. To the outside of Raphael. I think I just ran the same lap time twice in a row.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
We're gonna be pitting here soon, honestly. Looks like we're actually gonna get a green flag stop in here. Nice. Finally. Should have been hit second. There we go. So we're probably gonna be pitting in 5, so we're gonna be shooting for lap 77. You know, yeah, screw it. Like, lap 77, that's when we're coming on down. So yeah, it's supposed to be Martinsville shape, but with Bristol corner. So, like, I don't know. I'm down for it, you know. I'm like one of those see to believe type of guys, and if they did the marketing on it and they just like, you know what, this is gonna work. You know what? That's fine. Have Auto Club improve the quality of racing there. You know what? Sure. Let's go for it. I'm always down for a change. I'm gonna go to bed now. You have some Zoom calls tomorrow morning. Oh, don't worry about it, man. Have a great rest of the night. Thanks for stopping out. Good luck this race. Well, thank you. Be sure to tune in at the end of the race to see how we did whenever you get a chance. But yeah, thanks for stopping out, NRN. Yes, I know that the tires are squealing. They have probably a couple blisters in them. But yeah, we're not pitting this next time. We're pitting on lap 77, like I said. We want to try to go as long as possible without actually compromising ourselves, because if we can avoid pitting before a caution comes out, then that will be perfect. We don't want our race to be ruined because we pit before a caution came out. That would just be a disaster. So yeah, not this time, next time. And no one's pitting this time. Okay, so I guess we're all pitting next time. Get on the outside, Tate Vogelman. And that'll still allow us... Oh, there we go. We do have some takers, so majority of people are going to be stopping this time or next, which is what we're going to do this time. I wonder who's going to join me.
Bring it down pit road. We're almost out of fuel. Watch your speed, please.
Perfect. Alright, so I don't honestly think we need to make any adjustments. Like, our tire wear's pretty good. Our tape could be better, but we're not going to worry about that. Okay, so Zane Smith was the first one to come out to pit, so he is exiting now. I know we have people behind us that are pitting. 16.2. God, pit crew, why do you suck so bad? Golly, God bless. We had damage? It said repairing damage. Oh, interesting. Didn't even realize. So Johnny Sauter's staying out. That drops us to 22nd.
That car in front of you is coming to the pit.
Whoa! I guess Jason might want to pit there. My bad. Alright, let's see how this kind of shakes on out. Because we have the undercut, so we'll be able to run a bad fast lap. That should be Ross right there. Nice, nice. Johnny should be exiting the pits now.
That was a better lap.
There we go. Ooh.
Don't move, stay high.
Oh, that puts us in the traffic. We're in P2. Todd Gillen actually was able to leapfrog all of us here.
Stay right, please.
3 wide. Grandenfinger has a lot of pace on that bottom. Of course, oh, thank God Riley Earps is outside the top 20. Thank God.
Stay up against the wall, stay high.
Ooh. Kansas stripe. Alright, so let's check out the new running order. So in terms of the top 5, with us pitting that one extra lap, Todd Gilliland... Oh, wow. Todd. Duh. He's in Ford now. I'm sorry. I keep thinking of Todd Gilliland in the Ford, but no, he's in a Ford. He's not... Yeah, he's not with KBM anymore. So Todd Gilliland's in the lead. Myself, and then Grant Finger in third. Ross and Johnny Sock, they're all like so close. They're clustered together right there. So that's just us with the undercut by 1 lap. Dang. Coming up on halfway, Chad. You know what that means. Question of the daytime. I also feel like there's gonna be a late race caution. I can feel it in my bones.
Still there. Left side clear.
Oh my God! What is with? Kansas stripe. This isn't Darlington. What's up, TA? How you doing today? Halfway and just now getting notification? Well, dang, you missed a lot. You missed a lot, my guy. We've just been essentially just shooting the shit, you know, talking about Auto Club. We've been talking about our least favorite tropes. I've been talking about a brain exercise that I did. I was asleep anyway. Okay, well, that makes sense. So you probably got the notification, but you probably woke up and was just like, oh yeah, sure. Well, yeah. How you doing today? Oh, didn't hit the wall there. Yeah, brain exercise. So essentially, my brain exercise was if I could come up with a idea because the premise of this was I don't think there was ever a game or a movie where the main character is actually the villain. And I wanted to see how that would actually work. So I was thinking, like, and I'm terms like the villain, as in like the bad guy of the story. But I don't think there is actually a game or a movie out there where that allows you to do that essentially. So I came up with a scenario, and it's probably the closest I would get. So like, imagine that you're in like a dungeon setting. You have it's complete black, but you can hear like the dripping of water. So like you know that you're in like a basement, like a dungeon type of area. And so then the door opens, and it's just like, okay, male, female, whoever's at the door, it doesn't really matter. Essentially saying, okay, time's up, let's get you out of here. So what you need to do, the goal of the game, because this comes from a game setting, is you have to go and escape this dungeon. So like you have to basically go to the top. And along the way you have to fight monsters, but since, spoiler alert, you're playing as the villain, the monsters are of your own creation. But you don't realize it because you have amnesia or something like that. But you find like subtle hints throughout like your journey to the top. This person that you're playing as is actually the villain. It's like a little journal, like journal entries or whatever, and saying that like, you know, like journal entry, like, you know, breakthrough, we did it. Because the goal is just like, you know, it's supposed to find immortality, you know, like some stereotypical stuff. And, like, supposed to find immortality, so you are, experimenting on people, turning them into monsters in order to, gain immortality. Okay? So, so the finale of the game is essentially where you get to the top, and the final boss type of thing is the quote-unquote hero of the story. You fight him, but the thing is, the point of this fight is not so that you can beat him and leave, but for the fact that you're supposed to lose. You know, you're supposed to lose and essentially die. because the idea behind this game is that, yes, the person that you're playing as, since he's the villain, is his idea was that he was supposed to find immortality. He found immortality through this never-ending cycle of waking up in the dungeon, going through all these elaborate steps to go up to the top, only to be killed by the quote-unquote hero. What's up, Hayden? How you doing today? To be killed by the quote-unquote unhero and rinse and repeat cycle, because it is immortality, but it's a twist on what was originally intended. So yeah, that was my brain exercise. It's essentially, hey, like, could I come up with this scenario? And I think that was probably the best I could come up with in like a day's time. Granted, is that Johnny Sauter? That is Johnny. Of course it's Johnny. I can never tell because all the Thor Sport trucks have the silver on the front, so like they all look the same from the front. Like we have Johnny Sauter and then Grant Finger, but I can't tell. Like because all I see is silver. Yeah, what's up, Hayden? How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Oh, so question of the daytime. It is past halfway, so that usually means that I do a question of the day type of thing. And this question can be like a sports-related one, NASCAR-related one, racing-related one, or just a generic question. And I think I've asked this, but like the people that are currently in here have not been in here. So the question I have for you guys is, what is your most hated TV trope or TV video game trope? Like the ones that you, oh my god, like you just can't stand. And for me, like, so like I'll go first. The TV trope for me that I hate is like if the main character is like this little kid. Towards the climax of the movie, the kid goes and faces his fears, and he's like, "I'm not afraid of you anymore." You know, like stands up to the monster or whatever the thing is, and just says that, like, because you know, it's just, to me, it's just so dumb when like you have this kid, this like little like 8-year-old, 10-year-old kid, telling this big ol' like gargantuan monster. Like, you know, like just fighting him off with words like, "I'm not afraid of you anymore." And, like, the idea is just so dumb, like, to me, and I just don't get it. So like, that's my most hated TV trope. Okay, Johnny, I see how big of a, you know what you have by just passing 3 trucks at once. So yeah, that's my question to you guys. What is your most hated TV trope? All right, so where do I go here? Door closed. Okay.
Careful, still there. Nobody out back.
TV trope, stereotype. Come on, TA. Stereotype, something that is like a thing in every single TV show. Like TV trope. God, what's a? I'll give you another example. In a cop movie or something like that, the guy that is first to die was only 2 weeks away from retirement. 2 weeks away from retirement, and was already planning on to his beach house. Characters obsessing over relationships, like romantic relationships. Okay. Is there a certain TV show or a video game that exemplifies that the most? Is there one, like, cause like for me, where the idea where I came up with my TV trope, you know, like the kid, like confronting the monster, saying, I'm not afraid of you anymore." It comes from James and the Giant Peach and Home Alone. You know, Home Alone, where he tells like the boiler that, like, "I'm not afraid anymore," and like stuff like that. Oh, you're just saying every TV show. Okay, I get you. And I know I said this before, but like I said, I don't know if you guys are there to hear it. There is this TV show that I thought of that I watched like way back in like high school. It was called Heart of Dixie, and that, like, now that I work with a person who literally talks and acts like the main character from that show, and it's very immature. I'm just like, God, that's abrasive. But no, like in that show, like I can definitely see what you're talking about, because they obsess over relationships. Like there was one episode where because the show's set in Alabama, so like in the heat of summer, it's like, you know, it's the summer heat, and it just takes control. You know, you can't stop it. You can do whatever you want because it's a free pass. And of course, you know, the main character's gonna take the time to be like, oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna hook up with this guy. You know, use a free pass. But the thing is, they're obsessing over it, and they're just like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm better than that. It's mind over matter. But then, literally, this doctor, because the main character is a doctor. This doctor is saying all this, and then just falls into it. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Everything I just said, you know, screw it. The mind wins. I'm gonna go bang this guy, and I'm just like, oh, okay, dude, you do that. But the thing is, you know, it's such a big deal. I'm just like, you know, this literally doesn't make any sense, because, like, let's think about the logistics of it. Imagine, like, it is a hot summer day. I do not want to be anywhere near anyone when I am, like, hot and sweaty. Like, can you imagine? Like, how does that even work? Like, how do you even find anything like that attractive? Because that's exactly what I want to do after I work up a sweat. You know, I want to go and have sex with someone. Ooh, no thanks. But anyway, TA says even R2D2, which is a game, has a damn love story. Oh my god, I read that totally wrong. It's not R2D2. Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh my god. I read that as... I said R2D2. I'm just like, okay, man. I'll take that as fact. I'm not going to fact check you on that. Oh my god. I am an actual idiot. For anyone that just now coming in, I'm sorry that you had to deal with... that level of stupidity. Oh my god, Raphael, why did I decide to take the same line as you?
Still there. All clear.
And also, why is Brett Moffitt down here in 16? This dude is literally a god in the trucks, and he is down here in like 16th place. Get out of here. What is this? NASCAR Heat 5, why are you so unrealistic?
Careful, still there.
Okay, Ross. Alright, so now we learn that the undercut can really work here at Kansas. Now we just got to keep this ball rolling. So we have 15 more laps in our tank. I know Kansas, you actually burn some fuel. I also want to make this one more stop, so may have to stretch this as far as possible here. Okay, I was gonna try to go to the top of Tate Fogelman, but obviously that Matt Crafton here had other ideas. Decided to get loose coming off of 2. Oh, well, never mind. Alright, so... Well, we're all pitting here. Yeah, we're all pitting here. I'm gonna lose so much time if I don't pit. So I just gotta... I gotta go along with it. We won't be able to make it the rest of the way, so that part sucks. So I guess we have to make like a stop and go. Like a splash and go. Who gets a lucky dog? Gus Dean of all people. Alright, God, we're probably gonna be starting on the bottom. Yep, still on the bottom. We gained 2 spots? How did we gain 2 spots? Oh, because Todd Gillen decided to mess up. Okay, I'm reading it.
Green flag. Car outside. Careful, still there.
He's not out, but I guess he was the reason for the caution.
Still there. All the way up. Get up. Get up. Clear high.
I passed Johnny. Okay, onto Grant. But now he has clean air, so like I don't know how this is gonna work. We'll do our best. Oh, Todd Gillen's gonna be driving mad. He's gonna be driving like a madman. Oh, what a run though. Get to the top of Grant because want to get that high side momentum coming off of 2. So yeah, we definitely can't make it on fuel. And, ooh, I don't even know if we can make it on tires, honestly. Depends on if this thing goes green the rest of the way. If this thing goes green, then, yeah, we're gonna have to take rights and fuel only. Yeah, because we won't be able to do that. This is gonna be our first, I think, no, this is gonna be like our, 5th lap lead? Nice. Alright, let's see if we can put a distance between ourselves and the AI. Oh, that's a view right there. Okay, so lap 115. Anytime you can get below the 31s, and hey, that's a damn good lap right there. Friesen is fighting with Granite Finger still. Todd Gillen has already made his way back up to 5th. Okay, Friesen takes up 2nd now. Nope, not Siri, not you. Get out of here. Wall check. I don't know why. Like, that was like the 2nd time I've done that. Like, literally look to the right here. And I don't know what I'm looking for. Like Jesus, are you over here? God? Dad? Like, I don't know what I look for, like, every time I look right. Like, I have no idea. But, like, I guess it's just force of habit because, like, I've been league racing so much that, like, side by side with someone. Good, we're pulling away from Stewart now. Did I win yesterday? Oh, in the thing? Well, let me tell you. So we did 29 races, which was 3% all around, 3% on every single track, alphabetical. So starting from Atlanta, ending at Worldwide Technology. And because of that, we took points, which is literally, like standard points, like 40 for first, 35 for second. And the people I was running with are like some bad fast drivers, like they had like 4 combined championships between them. So like I think they were some good competition. But let me tell you something. Never count out Private Patton, because here we are. We tied with one of the other drivers. So because the winner was going to get $60, it got bumped up to 100. But since we tied literally 29 races and tied in points with another person, so we split 50-50. Oh guys, why didn't you tell me I was pixelating? It only requires a reset. And we're back. It just ruffles my jimmies, Ruffles my jimmies. Rustles. My god, can I talk? Oh, that looks so much better. That's like one of my main fears is starting to pixelating like every 3 minutes during like a long race, like the Coke 600 or something like that. Oh my god, no thanks. That's a hard pass for me, Captain. Let's say we have 30 laps. Oh yeah, it's gonna be close, but like Kansas is one of those F for what? Uh-oh. Did something happen? Oh, please. Oh, God. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Oh, yeah, but yeah, that's such a clearer picture. Yeah, like I said, it just requires a reset most of the time. Oh god, why do we have so many Thor Sport teammates like right behind me?
What's that? Going to the outside. Outside.
I'll check.
Outside there by itself. Nobody out back.
How are they? I wish I could make that big of a run down there on the bottom like that. Oh my god, Johnny making it 3 wide. I'm gonna get that run on the top. Okay, if I can stop like wall checking, that would be great.
Still there.
Tia, I'm sorry. Johnny Sauer's leading right now. I know, top 10 things you hate to see.
Careful, still there.
Alright, so 29 laps in our tank. We're gonna be milking this, like, literally until it goes dry. And then we'll probably have to take right side tires and a splash of fuel, because I can guarantee we're not... It depends on how many laps we can run, honestly.
One back.
Where are the Chevy? Okay, well, there's one Chevy right there. But, like, we have 4 Fords, one Toyota, and one Chevy in the top 6. So we're Friesen to the lead.
Still there. Still there.
God, if only Sewer Friesen was actually this good in real life this year. So it's just been such an off year for him, honestly. Like, same with Johnny and Brett Moffitt. Like, Brett Moffitt's been, like, consistently finishing, like, in the top 5, but he is definitely not winning races. At this point last year, he won 4 races? Oh, no, 3 races, because Canadian Tire was in the playoffs. And this year he's only won 0. Only 0. God, but they're all like running like the same line too. Like, look at that. It's like follow the leader. Like, whatever happened to Dirty Air? Look at that. Like, literally the same line. God, they're just drafting off each other. Have you ever seen these scenes before? No, I've never. Have you ever? Oh, by the way, chat, I know this doesn't have anything to do with that, but there's actually something I'm going to be doing. I don't know if you follow my YouTube, but every Sunday I am going to be releasing a, what I call a recreation of the 1992 Winston Cup season. I already put out a promotional video, putting out about it, so essentially kind of describing what the 92 season was, as well as what I'll be doing. Essentially, to kind of give you the rundown, I'm going to be the Have You Ever series. No, it's the Bill Elliott and or Davey Allison, not and or Davey Allison had this championship in the bag up until Atlanta. It's that season. What's it called? Every Sunday I will be releasing an edited video recreating the 1992 season. And because of that, every video I will be doing like a history segment. So kind of like, imagine, like, oh, like say like we're doing the Daytona 500. The opening couple minutes will just be like, okay, so here's what the 1992 Daytona 500 was looking like in real life. You know, it was actually a very easygoing race. Like, Davey Allison was out front the entire day. Bill Elliott ran into problems, and Alan Kulwicki came from the back to the front. There was only like a handful of cautions. That was it. So I'm going to be doing that, and kind of give like a little history segment to kind of incorporate my love with racing and history and mash the two together. So because of that, I will see what I can do and every Sunday we're going to be releasing a video. So we're going to be driving as Alan Kowicki's Hooters Ford Underbird, and hopefully we can recreate the season and I'll get him another title. Every Sunday a new episode will be released. So I haven't recorded the 500 yet, but I'm probably going to be recording that tomorrow. It's not something I'm going to be streaming. It's going to be something I'm actually just going to be recording and then put on YouTube. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on that every Sunday. Alright, so we have 18 laps in our tank, and we have 28 to go. Oh, 27, oh my god. If only I could count. Oh, Johnny started getting held up by Mike Harmon. Of course, Mike Harmon being the ultimate cork. But yeah, I'm very excited to do that series, because like I said, as you guys know, I love history, and to kind of do a series where I can actually talk about the history of the 1992 season, race by race, and recreate it in Heat 5, and then perfect. I've been wanting to do this for a while, so, and I'm finally going to be able to do it. So hopefully I can see you all in the comments section on Sunday when I release it. Johnny Sauer is still leading, but Todd Gillen's in second. We had an 11-point gap over second place coming into this race. Does Patton have GT Sport? No, I do not have GT Sport.
Still there.
I heard it's decent though.
At your bumper. Clear high, clear high.
.24 to go. 14 my tank. We're going to be pitting with 10 to go. So far. 10 to go, 11 to go, something like that. Because I definitely can guarantee I'm not going to make my, well, this is assuming that this is all going to go green flag. And that's the big thing right there. If it's going to even, like, have a green flag to it. Because if there's a caution, oh, hell yeah, we're putting on 4. Putting on 4 fresh feel goods, and we are good to go. Okay, I'm getting cold and turned up again. Gotcha. Where I've been today, well, because guys, you know I work outside. I got rained upon like so hard today. It started off humid. And if you want to know what Ohio weather is like, then listen to this. It started off humid, okay, hot. It was not so much hot. It was like 75 degrees, but like humid as hell. Like as in like if you touch a wood railing, your hand was sticking to that thing. That kind of humid. But then after that, we had a bit of a rain session, and that really cooled it down. So it brought it down to like the 60s, but I was outside, so I got drenched. Like everything from my shoes to my socks to my shirt, shorts, and I'm pretty sure even my wallet got wet. It was not fun. So then the sun came out, and within the next hour, came overcast. I'm just like, okay, that's fine. It rained once. It's probably not going to rain again. It rained again. Harder this time. And because of that, it got even colder. I got even wetter. and I decided, I'm just like, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna change my shoes, and so I don't have to just walk around in like in my caution, perfect. All right, so yeah, we're putting on 4 Mr. Feel Goods. We're gonna be starting from the back, but you know, honestly, that doesn't really matter. So we're gonna be less than 20 to go. Interesting. Ross Chastain's the leader. Actually, like, do we even restart from the back here? Who was that? It was Austin Hill. Austin Hill was the one that lost talent. Yeah, 20 to go. This should be right in our wheelhouse. I'm not saying this our win's in the bag, but we have a good chance at this. Well, never mind. We did have a good chance at this. But yeah, we put out 4 Mr. Field Goods. Let's see what we can do to the field. Starting right behind our teammate Ben Rhodes. But that's one of the things I don't understand. It's like they must have just took rights only.
Careful, still there.
But I don't understand that. But whatever. Kind of drift on up a little bit. Oh, okay, Ben, you just want to act like that. That's fine.
Still there.
Ooh, okay, Christian. I thought you were gonna come up there. Oh my Lanta.
Still there.
See ya, suckers.
Still there. Careful, still there.
Oh, but yeah, let me finish up that story real quick. So, after everything was all said and done, I changed my shoes, and I came back out, and...
All clear.
Oh my god, Zane Smith, what a block. And after everything was all said and done, within probably like 15 more minutes, it rained again. And I'm just like, oh god.
High lane's clear.
That is Ohio weather for you. I'll be aggressive. I'll go in the middle of 3. Oh, okay, I guess I'm on the bottom now.
Inside. Left side's clear.
God, you get so tight down here.
Alright, clear low.
You need to get up to the top.
Careful, still
Oh my
there.
god, Stewart, it's like you almost hit the apron right there, and how he kind of bounced up like that.
Stay on the bottom here. Nobody out back.
Still looking for that top, though.
Now. You got room. You're clear.
But that top, though.
Outside, by himself.
Yeah, Austin Hill was the one that decided to lose some talent right there. And, with
Stay low.
coming to 12 to go, we are just not finding this top. Like, look at that line right there. Like, if I were to let off, like, someone would take that spot. So, like, I just have to battle it out right now. Alright, let's kind of have to be aggressive now.
All clear, no pressure from behind.
Nope, and then they're going to get that huge run.
Got one peeking outside.
Yeah, see, I want that huge run. Maybe I just have to get a little bit closer, honestly.
Inside.
Oh my god, Todd! Here I am worrying about these two up here, and then Todd Gillen is just like, okay, thank you, I'll take that.
Careful, still there.
Let's see if I can slide in
All clear, no pressure
this
from
here
behind.
hole right here. Yeah, like a glove. Alright, 10 to go, chat. And on top of Stuart Friesen. Okay, I know how that sounded. That's not what I meant. Just ride that. You know, I know it's putting me in the middle here, but honestly, I don't really care
Stay in line, hold your line.
because we gotta go. Johnny Sauter's pulling away. It's been way too long on the bottom. Come on, Stewie. What are you doing here?
Still there.
Jordan Anderson's up here. What the hell?
Car outside, hold your line.
Yeah, this truck is just not meant for the bottom.
Hold your line.
Just have to fall in line. I don't want anyone to take this top away from me.
Careful, still there.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's the money maker right there.
Still there.
I want to know what the AI did, like in order to just keep their track position, because like here I am, I took 4, I went to the rear. Thankfully we only had like 14 trucks on the lead lap. There we go, making ground.
AI up here, nobody out back.
Rip that top, grand finger going low, we're gonna get a huge run.
Careful, still there. Clear left.
If we get another restart, honestly, I feel like we got something.
Stay right, please.
I don't know if we can catch Johnny in this with 6 to go.
Careful, still there.
But hey, Thor's for 1, 2, 3 though.
Still there. Careful, still there.
There we go. Pass completed. Oh my god, Jordan Anderson's actually in the top 5. Come on, Jordan, you can do it. Just complete it. Complete it.
5 to go, you got this.
Alright, 5 to go, Chad. Can we catch Johnny? Like I said, I spent way too long fighting with Sir Friesen and Todd Truck because they took the top. There was no hole right there. I mean, you know me, Chad. I like to race clean. I'm not gonna just barge my way to the top. And I knew if I just followed them, you could tell, like, if I would have followed them, they were not leaving that top lane. Alright, but 4 to go. Let's see if I have anything. Let's see if the gap's even going to come down. We have a second gap. Dropped a little bit right there. Looks like we get it mostly towards the end of the straight, but they pull it out in the middle to like going into the turn. What I need is Johnny to start running the top right. Like I wish I could run that bottom.
This time by.
Based on how we were able to pull away from Grant,
White flag is in the air.
God, that's disappointing. Unless Johnny Sawyer like somehow blows a tire or a motor. Come on, this somewhere on this lap. I don't think it's gonna happen. Golly. Second place.
That's a great run today for a top 5.
You know what? Good points day. good points day. Solidify our point lead. The only person we lost to was Johnny Sauter. And even then, that is... He was already second place in the championship. So... Oh my god, Natalie. Natalie just like... Oh my god, yep, she's destroyed. Yeah, race results. Yeah, we were so much faster than Granite Finger right there on that short run. Jordan Anderson, lovely top 5. There we go. Top 10 things you like to see. Dang. Then the only non-finishers was Austin Hill and Natalie Decker. And then we look to the points. Oh yeah, oh. With that win hurts. But hey, you know what? We still have that top step. That's all we need. Hey, we had the fastest lap. Okay. Running in the 31s was a pretty dang good lap. Todd Gilland, I mean, unfortunately, still finished in the top 5, but he didn't finish first, so after leading the most laps, that's kind of important. Austin Hill with a tough break. He was running pretty consistent, honestly. He deserved that, but unfortunately just wasn't there for him. On to Charlotte. Oh, dang. We're going to Charlotte next? I thought we were going to Dover. Oh, did we already do Dover? Oh my god, we already did Dover. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, so still in the points lead. I mean, we've been very consistent all season. Finishing in the top 10 every single race, so... Hey, we just need that, and we got the title. Let's keep that going. I think we're going to Iowa after that. Oh, Texas, and then Iowa. Okay, well, dang. So that's going to be a bogey track for us. Gateway for the Cup Series race. Okay. Chicagoland, because that's still a thing. And Eldora is going to be a good track. I think, honestly, we can get a win there. Yeah, all this fun stuff right there. Perfect. Alright. Chat. Let's go to the settings here. Usual stuff all around. Nothing really... Like, nothing, honestly, changed at all. Over here, auto, because it's actually more difficult running on auto than it is manual. Over here, 105 difficulty, you can't go higher than that. Full damage. We also had DNFs on. 100% race length, all this fun stuff here. And then we look to the points. It's actually very close between myself and Johnny. Only 3 points difference. So he is definitely on a roll this season, and I'm seeing what I can do here. We have a decent sized gap compared to Granite Finger, Sheldon Creed. Basically all of these guys have been running consistently as well. So hopefully we can actually, well, keep this up throughout the entire span of the season. As we go to Charlotte, I think we finished 3rd there last season, so, I mean, honestly, let's at least finish there again. Somewhere in the top 10, that's all I really care about. So, yeah, chat, you guys have been an absolute pleasure to race for. Charlotte will be a race for a different day.